Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk a little bit about the shaker that we're selling on June 22nd. And as you can see, we're sitting in the middle of it. We're standing in the middle of it. Number one is a spit box that we got not long ago. We found one, and it came out of the Upton collection. And it's got the original finish, which is sort of a kind of a yellowish, varnished stain. It's a small one, really in nice condition. And from there, we head over here. Here we've got a laundry basket sitting on a laundry cart. The cart came out of a Skinner auction and was in the collection of Faith Andrews. Over here, we have this pail sitting on top of this counter. The pail is initialed on the bottom, EJN, which was believed to be Hymnal. Really nice color, great patina, and in excellent condition. Next to that is a rolling pin, which the shakers use quite often, and it's in bird's eye maple, and it goes along with this good looking carrier for silver, I assume. I like this piece. I've never sold one of these. This is a piece to make baskets. It was put upside down and into a hole in a table. It's a basket form and was used for that. Here we have a nice red box that came from Ed Clerk's collection some years ago. And it's a small one. And over here we got a beautiful blue one, number 105, in really nice overall condition. We have a number 0 rocker here with a shawl bar, which is not too common, but it's got the arms. It's in original finish. We even have another one over here, the number 1 here. But on this one, we have the original finish plus the original tape in red and sort of a yellowish beige. It's got the original stamp on the back, Shakers, Mount Lebanon, New York, and it's number 0. Behind it is this cloak. It's the Dorothy cloak. It's got the original label, and that's number 56. Next to that are 2 New Lebanon side chairs, both with early seats. They're number 20 in the auction. And below that, we have a collection of June Sprigg's groupings of things that she had collected, including a wonderful set of photography from Paul Rocheleau, who was, to me, one of the very finest of shaker photographers. This one is probably some of you have been there to Pleasant Hill and seen this terrific stairway. This is the 1824 meeting house, I believe, of South Union, Kentucky. So there's some Kentucky pieces as well as New England pieces. Here, this box that came from June is a terrific color of yellow, very soft and gentle. It is pictured in her book right here of shaker original paints and patinas, and this is the box that we're speaking about. And it goes on, and over here is a great photograph of the cover of the basket book by Paul Rocheleau. Next to this, over here, we've got the two armchair rockers, one from Mount Lebanon, I believe, with the original seat, and this one is from Harvard in cherry. And over here, we have this really great table, a classic shaker table in butternut and figured birch drawer front. The drawer is a full drawer, goes all the way to the back. Beautifully turned legs, And this is a classic table. Bob and Suzanne sold this table to the consignor's family back in the 80s, I believe. In any event, on top of it is this desk box with the drawer with inkwell and yellowish interior. Beautiful. It just is so easy to put. And here's the interior, again yellow. I love the way this wood, the way they chose that heartwood right through the lid. This book came to us from a historical society, and it's a 1840 book of hymns, Shaker hymns, with the musical notations. And a lot of them were from Mother Ann. It's filled completely. And some of them are from sources such as Indians, etc. It's a really interesting book. It's item number 70. Next to it is this chair, which is a classic ladder pack side chair from Enfield, New Hampshire, with the original cane seat. Well, we can step over here. Next to it is this lemon squeezer or lime or whatever you wish in tiger maple and bird's eye maple. It's got sitting on a nice drop leaf classic leg shaker table. Over here we can go to this unusual stove in tin. The tin teapot was pretty much made for it. Fits right into the top of it. Number 87, selling the lot together. Here we have the blue blanket chest, which we sold a couple of years ago, but the fellow didn't pay for it, so we're re-offering it again this year. And it's a beautiful chest, probably one of the finest in blue that you'll find. Next to it is the wood box. And this came out of Maine. The legs were gone, so we added these legs to it. And it's got wonderful lemon yellow paint. And some other Canterbury chair for dining. Over here is a classic dustpan. The rug beater is from Kitty's collection. You can see the auction number, 445. That was the auction in Concord that Kitty attended. This is a mirror holder. This came from a very early collection. And as you can see, it says from the Shakers. Over this way is this 4-drawer chest. We finished it one time, but a beautiful example of their cabinetry, including the dovetailed base. Probably Waterville Elite, as it came out of the collection up in Troy. I think it's a number 6. And over here we have the counter, which is an exceptional counter in yellow. With sliding doors on the right side and an opening cupboard door on this side, revealing the original red. A really nice 4-fingered chrome early yellow carrier, fixed handle, and it's item number 91A, I believe. Yep, 91A. Hangers, including a signed one by Zilpia.
Blanchard, maybe.
Blanchard. Anyway, kind of rare to find them signed. Oh, this I wanted to point out. This is a seed spreader, and this was a shaker, I believe, shaker invention. And it's 10 feet long. This was used rather than just toss the seed out. You would fill this up with seed, and you turn the crank, and it would drop the seed as you went along a row. It's pretty rare. That's a real museum quality piece. This desk came to us from a collector on the North Shore. It's cherry, solid cherry, except the legs are tiger maple. The interior is got nice cubby holes for papers and so forth. A nice desk. Around here, we've got what we sometimes refer to as a convenience chair. It's number 95. We sold a few of these over the years. As you can see, it's complete, not including the porcelain, but a door to bring the porcelain out and in. So it's an early one, probably again, since it came from the Upton collection, Waterloo. Beautiful dovetail blanket box, including the dovetail in the base. Really nice patina on this. Has a till on the right side. Great color. Over here is a red box, and we've had a few of these. I sold this one actually years and years and years ago. And it's a bonnet carrier for sisters' bonnets in original red. Four baskets. I believe in number 5. And then we hit this table here, which is kind of fun. People love these miniatures that were done up in Maine. June actually worked with these folks and occasionally did some of the rugs, and I think did some of the weaving on the chairs. And this is a bottle filler. It's number 22. And this I've never seen before, but I was told from the person that it came from that it's a grinder for horseradish, of all things. It took a lot of horseradish. I like things like this, beautifully dovetailed, and just everything fits in the drawer to pull the pieces out. Kind of stuff that I think is just a lot of fun. And this is one of the pieces that I really like that they made. This is for apples. You stick the apple here and you pull it down, and it would slice it as well as peel it, and then it would core it. This is item 38 in the sale. It's a good shaker rug, and very unusual to have it like this with the shag. It's authenticated by one of the rug experts in New Hampshire. Really good guy. And next to it are the beans and tomato in blue. That's a nice hanging piece. We have quite a few hanging pieces, as you can see around the room. We've got some good oval boxes in this auction, including 2 from the last shakers up in Maine and I believe New Lebanon. The history of those is inside. We got a bee carrier here for the queen bee, probably from Canterbury. It's tiger maple. Put her in there and take her to the next hive in green. Nice set of red boxes. And here we have some pieces that are in the beginning. This is a very nice red box, 4-finger number 3. So it comes up early. It's painted on the bottom in excellent condition. And a lot of these were from the Coster collection, Ed and Celeste Coster. I believe this one could have, yeah, this is their tag. It was priced at $28 in 1966. And that, a great provenance. You know that this one has never been touched, but it's number 3 in the great box. And the one under it is very unusual in that putty paint. That's also from the Coster collection. Some nice, unusual piece that went through our auction years and years ago. A wonderful bowl. It's number 18. And here's what it was, 139B, years and years ago. And 79's a good red box. We've got some nice pegboards. Got a good selection of things overall. Here's a really, let's see, let's pull this out. Yeah, Tiger Maple Carrier, probably from the 20s, maybe earlier, but not much. Collection of postcards of Shaker. There's Frances, Sister Frances. She was a great lady. Well, number 51 is a very nice handled spool holder or spool rack. Missing one spool, could be easily replaced, I believe. And these were so interesting. These are actual shells, seashells that the Shakers gathered, I believe, in Maine and New Hampshire, and then put into made into pincushions. These are two examples on with this really wonderful basket. We have some tiny little boxes, 111 and 91J, and in here we have a dipper that's pretty unique. I've only seen maybe two in all the years, and this is with two fingers. That's pretty unique. That's a neat item. A couple of rules, including one that's dated 1857. This came out of June's collection to my brother. This has a nice history from some Shakers. And over here we have brushes and books. And here's the pills holder and maker. I've never seen one quite like this. We've had a few of these over the years, and this has a little peg. I assume it was used to make the pills a little more universal. Anyway, you pile them up on there. Nice Shaker invention. We have this trestle bench from years and years ago. On top of it is this armrest, which I thought was really unique. It's 91E, and I think that was used for the guests when they would, want an armrest on the benches as they watch the Shakers dance. It is a really good two-armed drying rack in yellow. You don't see many of them in yellow. And two really good boxes on top of a very nice candlestick. Next to that is this great looking two-step sister's stool. And on the bottom of here, you've got it in pencil D, number 6. So I would think that might have been room number 6. It's got a great dovetailed back on it. In original yellow. Quite rare. Quite a few other things here. This came out of Dr. McHugh's basement. It was in the original chrome yellow at one time, and then they painted it overpainted this blue. I believe it's from Maine. It's got a brown stained top, or painted top, actually brown paint probably. And Dr. McHugh used it as a wood to do woodworking. So we got that from the McHughs.